Hello there, welcome back to the Aztecs. Last time we did some, well, I dare say power colonization, and we're getting closer to get really quick on our colonization abilities. We are almost done with the Caribbean. What's really necessary is just to get the final colonies done, and that should be very, very easy. We're also making a lot of money right now, which means that I should probably consider setting up an 8th colony, or potentially even start creating proper forces and send to Europe. That is also definitely a well, potential thing to do here. I think I'm also going to revise the combat fleet. We're going to make it into a 25 one, or 10 heavy, 25 light ones. And I'll probably also make a defense fleet later, but let's just call that CB, the combat fleet, not the casus belli. And I tend to make one more of these, but yeah, if I make one more of these, then we should definitely have everything necessary to be completely capable of beating anything in Europe. And as I said, I'm probably also going to use Granada as a stepping stone for an invasion of Castile. And let's just be honest, attacking Castile is something I probably will do. And something I probably will do right now, to be perfectly honest, because again, we do have everything necessary to attack Castile. Troops are basically this is their army. I can just step in there and siege whatever, well, Castile or Aragon leaves left for us. Precious son, what has reached us of birth of an exceptional child in Tenochtitlan? After almost 2 days of labor, a boy has been born from a common woman, but astrologers and other diviners agree he is destined for greatness. As is tradition, his mother will soon bring him to the House of Youth to introduce him to those who will later handle his martial education from puberty to the age of marriage. Do you want to make him into a fine warrior? Or do you want to further his potential? I think we'll try that one. I don't think we did that last time, so hopefully something interesting will happen. England is falling apart to pretenders, which is more good. We have Stephen Clinton and Joseph Clinton, a couple of brothers, probably. Who knows? Father, son, cousins, Clinton family, basically. Yeah. Anyways, I'll keep on colonizing and prepare probably just for an attack, I think, on Europe. I'm going to create the 24k template with cannons, and we're going to send one of those armies to Castile. True, of course, Granada. They are now our, well, trusted cooperators, if you will. But we'll create the 24k army here. So it'll take a little bit of time to build that, but even so, I think we have the money to some degree here, protect our colonies and also our troops at the same time. So this should be very interesting, and we're actually going to invade Europe in a proper fashion right now. I'm a little bit unsure how I want to handle Europe. I think I will probably create a bigger vassal in the area. I might go after Leon, I might go after Galicia. And again, I might just go ahead and completely make Great Britain into one big vassal, do the same with Spain. I might even go for... let's just accept that, because I think I can still handle it in terms of... yeah, I can still handle the unrest. But what I'm thinking, I might just go for 2 vassals in Great Britain, 2 vassals in Spain, 2 vassals in France, and basically have a vassal, well, buffer zone, if you will, that I will be using to protect myself with. And of course, it will also be really helpful when it comes to actually getting those religious reforms through, and hopefully we can get that very, very soon here. I need 5 vassals to push for the religious reforms. So I'm interested to see if we can do that. I'm actually losing a little bit of money right now once we actually got done with everything, so that's a little bit of a surprise, but not something we can't handle. Just a little bit of money being lost. Well, that's probably not too much of a surprise, to be perfectly honest, but that's fine. I think I'm also just going to get rid of most of this army, just reduce it to a 12k army. That should be enough to actually fix most of the money gap, but not all of it, but at most, which is an important part. I'll also get rid of half of this because, again, I don't need to have an incredibly big fleet to just transport the troops that are, well, responsible for keeping everything at bay, per se. Portuguese peasants are kicking up a fuss in Portugal, so that's interesting. But what I think I might do here is actually try and get a casus belli on Leon, potentially. Make Leon into a vassal. That could work. I'll just have to see how that works out in practice, though, if I can actually make that, well, as I said, work. But Trinidad is complete, St. Lucia is complete, and all in all here, we're getting some progress done. Let's just continue the colonization, colonization plans. So I'll see what we'll do with the troops I'm currently sending to Granada, but hopefully it should be very, very easy to deal with. Well, Castile, of course, and potentially also Leon, but we'll have to see. Aragon just cut them into a little bit of a smaller piece, but it's not a concern. So let's see, we'll split this up into sieging parties. I think 6 should do it. Because again, I just need to siege Castile, and then I can hopefully get into a position where I can fabricate casus belli on Leon and vassalize them. Of course, that's only if things go as I want them to, which is kind of unlikely, but not too unlikely. Let's just go with that answer. But we still only have one more province now of the islands, and then we will be happily done. And unfortunately here, the only reason why it's taking so long to get my expansion ideas completed is because I've been spending a lot of admin points on actually just coring the land I'm already have taken, so that's fine. But I'll keep an eye on Castile, which we have properly invaded right now, and it'll be interesting to see how that actually pans out. I might have to send a fleet back, of course, to keep everything at bay in terms of invasion force, but I don't really see that happening. So I'll keep my eyes up here, but I think we will end the war with Castile as soon as we can, and hopefully it will be very profitable for us. Shipbuilding time minus 10%, expansion idea, we have one more to go, and then we will be a colonization powerhouse. We'll see how that turns out once we get there. But for now, I'll sit back, colonize, and also continue the war with Castile. Well, we finally started getting the call for peace here, which is not the best thing ever to have happened, but it is how it is. That means basically that I'll have to just kill off the Portuguese troops, take their islands, and core them, which of course will be an expensive endeavor. But we're doing very well in Castile. I think it's just because we got over that point in terms of war score where we can force our ideals. I'll have to see if it actually vanishes once I'm done with Castile. It might do that, but I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. I'm tempted to just take Salamanca or, well, Castile de la Vieja, just so I can fabricate a claim. But since Leon's capital is here, I'll probably have to take Vizcaya and work from there. It seems to be the only real way of doing it, so that's probably just what I will, well, end up doing. I'll probably also take Bragança or even Portugal here, just so that I can, or Porto, just so I can fabricate a claim on Galicia. So Leon and Galicia will be my 2 vassals. I'll probably just take Bragança then. No, I'll have to actually take Vizcaya too. I'll take both of them, and then I'll be using them as basically my setup for this war. Unfortunately here, I did get a very negative event here, or rather, the Castilians just spawned a ton of rebels on top of me, which is of course a pain in the ass, but I'll just have to sacrifice some, points here to get rid of the development of the call for peace. Vizcaya just got sieged, but Cantabria is probably not cheaper in terms of, no. We'll take Vizcaya and we'll fabricate a claim on Leon. I'm pretty sure they will take this. It's the kind of right everything, hopefully. And of course, again, I'm a little bit unsure how we'll handle this. We'll take the Canaries, of course, and we'll take Vizcaya. No, I want to take Vizcaya. Come on. So the war is finally coming to a close after almost 50 years of war. I think this is the longest war I've ever fought in any EU4 campaign in ever. But it'll give me 24 overextension, but that's fine, and it'll cost me 100 diplomatic power, which is also fine. I'll call this for myself. It's only 31, which is amazing, and this one is also only 31 because it isn't overseas. So that's good, but yeah, I want to increase the autonomy. Might as well. There's no reason, no reason not to. And covert action, fabricate a claim, Asturias, and again, I think I can sell this guy to them. If not, then I'll deal with that at another time. And apparently I can march to Aragon for some weird reason. Am I at war with Aragon? No, but I can still walk through them. Do I have a military access with Aragon? Probably not, but still. Nope. So I get a free pass, which is good. Do I have to actually send these guys back home to fix that? Yeah, it seems like it. But yeah, we'll siege Bragança and take. That should hopefully be enough to force everything that I want from the Portuguese, I hope. And we'll send our troops here to the newfound Canaries to reinforce, if you will. And hopefully I can keep things here at bay in terms of my conquests, if you will. Let's just send our fleet here to pick up our great warriors. Dorado has been completed. And with that we just continue marching north in terms of colonies, of course. Get your asses onto the boat. There we go, and then we'll send you to Canaries, then we'll send you to Portugal's island. And again, Portugal will probably be able to colonize, but I'll just have to deal with that one way or another. There's not really much else to do at this current stage. I did at least lose the call for peace, so that's good. But I'm a little bit unsure if we can actually win this battle. I think we can, but it's a little bit doubtful. Yep, it's a little bit doubtful. We did not manage to win it, which means that I have to go back to Canaries and recover. No, you'll be parked there. But yeah, we'll make peace with them as soon as we get there. I am fabricating a claim on Leon, I think. Yeah, we are fabricating a claim. They are allied with Granada. This could get interesting. So I'll have to fight Granada, but I can't vassalize them, which is a pain in the ass. But I think we'll just declare on Leon, vassalize them, and then work from there. Oh, this will actually work in my advantage. I don't need to take Braganca. I can just hand it over to, well, Galicia, or Leon, or whomever. Because Galicia is a vassal of Granada, so I can just force Granada to hand over Galicia. Wow, this actually just became very simple. Who's Granada actually allied with? Brittany and Leon. Brittany just actually dealt Pete. What? Huh? Brittany has displayed France. Yeah, I could not find the words. We have Brittany here coming back from, well, not dead per se, but they're coming back and kicking some ass, which is good. But we'll just declare on Leon. We will not be calling Granada as a Cobble Regiment because I don't want to fight Brittany. I can of course beat them, but I don't really want to make it unnecessarily difficult, more so than anything. And I'll just actually send one army up to Granada and Leon and just siege that area first, and then we'll deal with Granada afterwards. Should be very straightforward. Do we have the time to build the ship? I think we do, but won't take any chances. Again, here we have a call for peace. I might have to use some diplomatic points to just well, piece things out with our enemy here, but I'll have to see that later. Apparently here this army here will probably beat mine, and we're running to Vizcaya. Can I? No, I'll have to just wait here patiently, and then we'll deal with that. But the call for peace vanished, luckily enough. So it's a weird scenario. Let's just say that. In terms of again here conversion, we're doing pretty well. We have converted a fair amount, but I think I'll just I don't want to convert Connacht because Connacht is going to be handed over to someone else. I'll do this. I'll convert 3 of the provinces, and then we'll save the rest of the points for a potential peace deal. Tamaulipas has been finished. Good. Fortunately, I should probably have waited because next month we'll be getting a new expansion idea. We have finished the expansion ideas and become a colonial powerhouse. Infantry combat ability plus 15%, global trade power plus 20%, and we get land maintenance modifier minus 10% from the Aztec mission, and permanent casus belli against known pagan nations in Asia and Africa. Very well. And with this, we can now go ahead and take a couple of policies: the diplomatic policy and the hired adventurer policy. With these, we get 105 people to the colonies a year. 105 people a year. And not only that, but I think I'll have to wait for the month to change before I get an extra colonist here. Did I just? Yeah, I took the wrong thing. I'm an idiot. I'll have to wait 10 years until I can get rid of that. We're going to be really starved for military power. My bad. We'll deal with that as time comes. But anyways, for now, I'll go ahead and fetch these 12,000 men because that's better to. I have a better use for them, basically. And I'll deal with, of course, the expansion in Europe very, very soon. But we are definitely a colonial powerhouse now. Nothing will stop my approach, so to speak. And we get 115 people to my colonies a year. So it will take 10 years for a regular colony to become a full-fledged city, or 9 years or so. And with that in mind, we can definitely speed up the colonization process too, since we get an extra colony. But military-wise, we're probably going to be lagging a little bit behind because of rulers' abilities, etc. But if you consider everything, that should be perfectly fine. Because the simple fact is that I have 5 military stat air. So yeah, we should be fine. But I'm going to end it here. We're going to continue our colonial, overlord war next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you around next time. Bye.